Hello everyone. It's been a while since I've made a video. I have some fun decks to show you guys, hopefully before Uprising. And this is one of my favorites I've been playing a lot lately. So I'd say this one will probably get you 2 gold in ranked. It's actually pretty consistent, pretty hard to deal with. Been having a lot of success with it. So it's Tentacle, Tuktu, one of my favorite crossover faction heroes. And the whole idea behind this deck, the main engine, is you're going to use her ability to draw cards from your deck in your desired order, since you get to choose what type of card you pick up, and then you slap them with tentacles. So, another one of those tentacle decks. This one's a lot of fun though, because it's pretty consistent because of the hero and then the amount of drawing we have in the Astral faction. So, moving on to the actual deck design, I wanted to walk through this. It's kind of a more complex deck to play, but 10 games you'll get the hang of it. So I already talked about the main idea behind the deck. To increase Abyss Tentacle's damage, we're including Starhorn Tusker. So as long as this is on the top of your discard pile, everything else does 2 extra damage, so that helps our tentacles out a lot. And to do even more damage, we got our Dust Talon Assassin. So if this is one card, if you have a Tusker on top of your graveyard and 1 tentacle, you'll do 9 damage in a single card, not even counting the other cards you played that turn. 2 tentacles, 13 damage, and 3 tentacles is an ungodly 17 damage in 1 card. So pretty awesome once you get to that point. Also in there is the Shade Ripper. I chose this as the item because it's reinforced. The element has this gold bar, so we can play multiple of these shadow cards in a turn, but it also can't be removed by most cards in the game. I think there's only 1 card that can permanently remove it to the discard pile. So that's why I choose that. If you're playing at a lower level right now, Grim Glider is also an awesome choice, because then you get an added ability. It's just riskier. Once you get up to a higher level of play, people are going to be removing your items. But anything Silver 1 down, you're going to probably get away just fine with Grim Glider. To make sure we can get that item, because we're going to be searching for it with our hero off the bat every single game, we also have 2 blacksmiths to help us find that. So that's your first priority, is get that Shade Ripper equipped. Once you have that, we'll have some extra blacksmiths floating around in our deck, and that is going with Crystal Core. Might as well have it, it's a great item, and then it also, if it removes, it bounces back, so your blacksmiths aren't totally dead in your hand. If they happen to kill you, and you get to next turn, you can equip it right away again, so kind of a great combo if you're running extra blacksmiths for consistency. Since we have Crystal Core, we have access to Crystal when we have it equipped, so we have 1 card, if I can find it here, Glossy Gateway. It's our only Crystal card that relies on Crystal Core, so you can't use this card until you get Crystal Core equipped, but it's only 1 card, so it's not a big deal, and this can really save your bacon, because it pulls elementals out of your graveyard and puts them in your hand so you can play them again. And that is really handy for our Abyss Tentacles, because people are going to be obsessed with removing these, and they're really important for us to have. So that will save your day every now and then. Additionally, that picks up elemental cards, so not only do we have tentacles, we also have the Exterior Defenders, which are elemental, 2 of those, and then the Necro Dreadling is also elemental. So not that they're your main thing to pull back, but it's nice if you only have 2 tentacles in the graveyard and you have these guys that'll, fill those slots. More cards in the hand is always great, always welcome. Alright, next we put in the Spectral Guide. This is our Astral Drawing card. I like him better than Astronomer, just because people don't see him as much of a threat. You don't have to wait 4 turns to get 4 cards, or whatever the heck it is. And then additionally, the Defendability synergizes well with our deck. Typically, if I have one of these on the field, I'll use them instead of the hero, unless there's something in my deck I know I really want that's on top that I can just pick out. For defensive cards, sometimes it can take a little bit of time to get set up. So Mountain has some great defensive options. I'm going to be running the Boulder Feast for the 6 healing. We've got 3 of those. And additionally, we're going to be running Mountain Forts 3 of those. On top of the Crystal Core, which I guess you could count as defensive. As far as removal goes, we don't have access to our to the Pathfinders. So we do have access to Pathfinders, but we don't have any lunar cards to trigger them because of our hero. So the better option is immediately Shadow Puppet. Since we're rushing to get Shade Ripper, they come online a little bit late, but they're the best option for this deck. And then lastly is the Necro Dreadling for our common cards. Only included 2 of these because sometimes they're dead in your hand if you draw them early. But they put action cards back in your deck. So you're going to wait and hold these when they remove your tentacles or other important things that are key to you winning that game. You can always throw those back into your deck to draw them again. And since we have so many drawing options in our hero and the guides, it's pretty easy once you put them back in the deck to get them back out. For our combos, we're going with cheap removal bait for the most part. So that would be Meteor Shower, which does damage over time. It's cheap, does a lot of damage. Same thing with Apocalypse. And they'll burn removal cards on those ideally. If they don't, they take a lot of damage. But if they do, then we get to have Tentacle Stick later. Enlightenment's just another cheap card that lets us dig. Which is always good for us. Dig and get our cards out. Ghostly Grasp is kind of like our Necro Dreadlings, but it picks up 3 cards and puts them right back in your hand. So you'll want to hold on to this until you have 2 or more tentacles in your graveyard, and then go ahead and pick those back up. And then finally, Blood Moon, just because it's a fantastic burst card. We have so many buffs in this deck, and so we can trigger this 13 damage effect pretty consistently. So with that, we'll get into some of the gameplay. Oh, that BM. I'll have to remember to give it back to him when we win. And cock blocked. Womp womp. For our buffs right now. Okay. So we got some attack cards next. BM them with the second card removal. Okay. So he doesn't have a huge chance of having a slug. We're pretty high health. I think we're gonna go for a tribute for Apocalypse next turn. Now let's go Dusk. I guess we'll see if he's drawn slug back yet. Go for a removal block, and then we'll go with their drawing cards next turn. So I have another attack and defend. Go ahead and get that down. Attacks and a defend. One attack and a defend. Let's go while we have this charge. Feeling pretty safe right now. I might actually just throw down this meteor shower. Might just get a slug out of it, but at least we'll get a slug. It's 1/7 chance of getting a tentacle. Significantly higher, I guess, with this hero. Oh, it's right on top. Yet again, I forgot to look. I was so excited about getting this. think there was an attack card though, yeah. See if he has his, what, final slug? Nah, threw it away in the beginning, so he's 2 left still. I have a feeling we're gonna get these removed this turn. He knew I had that coming, so he might be holding out a slug to get rid of both of them. And he probably wasn't expecting that burst. So we're gonna go ahead and just get prepared to start digging for things to recover these. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, he definitely played a little funny there. I think I should have known that he was holding that. I don't know if I would have played any differently though. Has 1 slug left. I believe he discarded... No, he discarded... What did he get rid of? Boulder Feast. So I should have quite a few hits back. Let's use her next turn to go even deeper. Oh, beautiful. Hopefully we can get an attack card, or removal, which is an attack card. Nice. Let's see if we can force out his last slug. Oh man. Oh, he just really misplayed. So he saw what cards I had. He knew I declared attack, so he knows I'm picking up Shadow Buff to get rid of this. Anyone would, and he could have bounced it out of my hand potentially. I think I have enough attacks to dodge it, but he really should have gone after attacks there. Oh, that was a big misplay by him. Better be praying for his slug. Speaking of which, oh, we just block it. That's okay, we can shoot right through those. So now he can't remove him. So he has to go one at a time. And he only has one slug left. Right? Uno, dos. Yeah, one slug, he's already used his rock melter. That for free. Let's see if we can't get our last one. Nice, and then we got 2 defends and an attack, which could really help the cause right now. Ooh. Piece of candy. Gotta kill him twice, boys. Which I think we can. Alright, he's tanking up. I don't think it matters. So we can kill him twice in one turn as long as he doesn't do anything crazy. Oh, and we got another tentacle. Could have removed that. I just don't want to use it for a 7. Okay, that's fine. Block his removal. These guys don't normally run a lot of attack cards, we'll see. So that will have 2 damage go through on each of these. And then we'll start hurting pretty bad the next turn. So we'll probably go for another attack next time. These guys don't have a lot of removal, so you can really stack up your buffs. It's a headache for them. Attack. We're probably going to layer these Star Horns and Assassins. That's all she wrote, unless he pulls something out of his butt here. Easy money.